Hi everybody, I'm back to share with you my 13 Haunted Projects of Halloween series. Today we're on number 2 and we're going to be making a really cute fun-sized M&M treat pouch that can also be a greeting card. So it's a 2-in-1 treat pouch. I was completely inspired by Pinterest. I saw a bunch of matchbook style M&M treat pouches and I thought they were adorable, but I didn't like the staples in them, so I wanted to kind of play around with paper and see what I could come up with, and I figured out some measurements and we're going to be making one today. So you're definitely going to need to get yourself some fun size M&M bags. They're so cute, and you could make these for Halloween, Thanksgiving, Easter, Christmas, any theme. It doesn't, even if you don't celebrate Halloween, it doesn't have to be Halloween. And I'm going to show you. I made 2 Christmas ones and a Halloween one. So here's my Halloween one. Isn't it cute? I love little Frankie here. So this is what the pouch looks like. It has a belly band, and when you take it off, this flips up, and up top here is your greeting card, so you can stamp something, write your sentiment, whatever you want to say to the person. And down here are your fun size M&Ms, and this is your treat pocket pouch, whatever you want to call it. Okay, now the only thing that I did was I did fold the M&M pouch a little bit so it would fit better and not bulk up here. You could just, you know, put it in and smash it in there, but I didn't want to do that, so you know, it's up to you. So this is the Halloween one we're going to make today, and these are 2 of them that I made in a Christmas theme, and I stamped holiday sweets on my embellishment here that I have on my belly band. And the holiday sweet stamps, in case you were wondering, came from a stamp collection, Friendship Jar Holiday Fillers. Okay, and this is by Paper Tray Ink. And then the sentiment that I used on the inside is just a Merry Christmas stamp that I had in my stash. And what's nice about the Christmas ones is I did not need to make a card mat for my card. Like I did the white one here. I didn't need that for this. It was already white, so all I had to do was stamp. And it was a little bit less work, which was cool. So that's that one. I love this paper. And you know what? It's great. You can use up your scraps for these. You know, you don't necessarily have to bust out the paper pads and start cutting. You can just look through your scrap stash first and see what you can come up with for them. Also, besides these making cute trick-or-treat treats for your friends and coworkers, and maybe the little trick-or-treaters coming to your house, they're awesome for stocking stuffers. They'd be great for Easter baskets, and also for craft fairs. If you guys are, you know, I have a craft show series on my channel as well, and I thought these would be perfect for a craft fair. If you had a little basket, you can make up a ton of these, put them in your basket, maybe sit one outside your basket so people could see what they are, and sell them that way as a treat. So just an idea I'm throwing out there for y'all. So let's get started. Let me put the belly band on here. These come together pretty quick, and like I said, they're nice because you can use up your scraps if you wanted to. So I'm going to break out my scoreboard here, and you're going to need a sheet of cardstock that measures 9 by 4. And you know what? Let me show you quickly how I cut mine so that I could get 2 of the pouches and 2 of the belly bands out of 1 sheet of cardstock. So let me pull out a piece of cardstock and show you real quick. If I can grab it here with my fingers. So what I did was I took an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. Okay, I'm going to open up my cutter here. And what I did was I turned it by the 11 inches. You're going to line it up, and you're going to cut at 9 inches. Okay, so cut that piece at 9. So you have your 9-inch piece here, and you're left with a 2-inch piece, 2-inch by 8.5. Cut this down to 7.5 lengthwise, and then put it in your cutter at 1 inch and cut it in half. So now you have your 2 belly band pieces all ready to go, and then you have your 9-inch piece here. You want to flip it around, and you want to cut it at 4 inches. So cut this one at 4, and then cut another one at 4. So the only waste that you'll have from this is about a 1/2 inch piece here, which if you want to save it and use it for something, you're more than welcome. I just thought I would share with you how I cut my paper up so that you could get 2 from 1. Okay, so then all you have to do is score them and cut your decorative mats, and you're ready to go. So let me set this aside and get our scoreboard back out. And we have our 9 by 4 inch piece. We're going to line up at 9 inches. And we're going to score 1.5, 1 3/4. Go down here to 5 1/4 and 5 1/2. And then we're going to turn it and line it up at the 4-inch mark. Score at 1/4 inch, a 1/2 inch, 3 1/2 inches, and 3 3/4. Now, set my scoreboard aside. What we're going to do, and I'm going to line this with a white marker so y'all can see what I'm cutting. I'm going to make my lines here. And where I have my X's is where I'm going to cut. Okay? So, we have 2 flaps here, a nice section, and these 2, we're keeping those. You're going to cut on your score line where I put it in white. Cut on that to meet the other score line. So you should have this big flap here, these 2 little sections. You're going to cut on that, and then you're going to cut this whole entire piece off that I have X'd out for you. I just thought I'd do it with my white marker because sometimes it's hard to see the lines with the black cardstock. So on this side, you should cut that whole side out, and all you're left with are the 2 1/4-inch flaps there. You're going to do the same thing on this side. Cut on your first score line and meet up with the second score line there, and then you're going to cut off this whole section. You can line it up in your cutter if you'd like. I just use my scissors. It's a little bit easier for me to do it this way. Okay, so we cut those off, and that's what yours should look like. And we're going to fold up our score lines. And this piece down here that has all these little 1/4-inch score marks, this is actually your pocket that we're going to be making. But before we make our pocket, we're going to want to mat our cardstock up with our decorative paper. and then we can make the pocket afterward. Okay, so this is going to be our pocket here. We're going to eventually fold up and glue together. But let's mat our paper first. So at the top here, let me cut this little piece. I didn't have my glasses on when I did it. I should really put these guys on. Okay. At the top here, I'm going to use my corner punch and just kind of decorate the corner a little. I have my belly band here. I'm going to set that aside. Now all of the big mats, the mat piece for my card, my greeting card, the mat for the front, and the mat for this piece here, they all are the same measurements. So what you're going to do is cut out 3 mats, or 2, depending if you use white cardstock like I did with my Christmas ones. But you're going to need 3 that are 3 1/4 high by 2 3/4 wide. So you want 3 of those pieces. So this is the front of my card. Let me punch out my corners to match. Okay, so not the side that the pocket's going to fold up on. The other side, we're going to flip it over. And I'm going to put on my mat. This is the front of my card. And I've mentioned this in another video of mine, but I normally use my ATG Scotch tape glider, and it's acid-free tape in it. You don't need to use your expensive acid-free tape to make your cards or your treat pouches or anything like that. Get yourself, you know, a cheaper tape runner. I use the Elmer's tape runner. I can get these at Walmart, and these are the refills. They're the Craft Bond permanent tape runner refills. You get 2 in a pack, and they're actually pretty cheap. These are still acid-free and photo safe if you wanted to use them for your scrapbooking as well. But I just thought I'd pass that along, not to use your really good tape for these types of things. Or you could just use glue too. Totally up to you. Okay, so I'm at my front. I'm going to put my card on the inside here. As you can see, I was stamping trick or treat and I messed it up, so I just flipped it over. And my trick or treat stamp, by the way, I used my American Crafts stamp. It has a bunch of different sentiments on it, and then you just twist this, you know, and get which one you want down on the bottom. Somebody had gifted that to me, I think last year or the year before. It's so cute. I've been using it a lot. And now I'm going to mat this piece in here. Same size, 3 1/4 by 2 3/4. And I'm going to mat my pocket. My pocket, the measurements are 2 3/4 long by 1 1/4 high. Okay, so we're all matted up, and we're going to want to fold this up. So you don't want to put glue on this first 1/4 inch piece. You want to put it on the outside flaps only. So I'm going to turn it around so you can see. I'm just adding glue to my outside pieces. I'm going to flip it around. You're going to kind of hold it and fold it like this and close it. Okay, so you only want those pieces that you glued to be down, and your other pieces, the 1/4 inch pieces, are on the sides. So it'll look like this on the side. You'll have a really nice pocket you created on the inside, and that's the bottom. So I usually go in and run my bone folder along the sides and the inside just so I know it's down really well. And I'm going to get a bag of M&Ms. And like I said, I fold the bottom piece down a little bit just so it fits in there nicely. Close it up, and we're going to do our belly band. So for the belly band, I'm going to add, I just kind of curl it a little bit just to get it to bend properly. I'm going to add some adhesive on this side and then some here. I'm going to put it in the center of my pocket, my treat pouch, and fold it around and close it. Now you want your belly band to be snug, but not too snug that you can't get it on and off good without crunching up your paper. So you want it nice and snug, but not too much, okay? So let me get this off and make sure that's even. Okay, get that back on there. And then I just used scallop circle out of some scrap that I had left over. There we go. Couldn't get it around that pocket there. And I'm going to add some hot glue in the center and put my scallop circle in there, kind of decorate my belly band. And then I had these little Frankenstein head felt stickers. I don't know where these came from. Somebody gifted them to me. I want to say they came from Target, like the dollar spot at Target, but don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. They were gifted to me last year or the year before, and I'm finally using them. Isn't he cute? I love these. These are so cute. She also gave me, I want to say these are from Crafty Irina, but I'm not positive. She gave me the purple spiders with the gems on them too. They had them one year. I love these. I'm going to be using those up. So that's it, guys. Those are our treat pouches. So you can do them in any holiday, even if you don't celebrate Halloween. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Happy crafting. And I'm going to post a Halloween, my whole entire series playlist below, and also the playlist for my craft fair ideas if you want to check it out. Anyway, take care.